Before we start, just understand this is not a signal service. Everything you see here is for educational purposes only. Trading involves risk, and the goal here is not to follow trades, it's to learn the process behind them.
Good morning, and welcome to I'm the Trader Capital live trading floor. It's Tuesday, August 4th. First and foremost, all glory to the Most High God. Let's bow our heads for a quick prayer. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for your grace and your mercy. We thank you for another opportunity to try again to learn and grow in these markets. Father, we ask that your will be done today as it is in heaven. Father, we ask that you give us the heart of a giver and make us a lover of our neighbor. Please let me not lead anyone that listens to me astray, but use me as a vessel to bring your children back onto you. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen, amen, amen. Can the church say amen? Amen. Let's begin. Before we jump into the charts, I just want to say this. There was a time I used to sit down on the charts with no real plan, jumping between strategies, losing, blowing accounts, second guessing every entry, and honestly just hoping that the trade would work. And that's where most traders are today, not because they're not capable, but because they don't have a structured process. The biggest pitfalls that causes traders to fail is that they have no knowledge on money, they don't know how to lose, they don't know how the markets operate, and they don't have a winning model. 90% of traders fail, all 90% are plagued with one or more of these pitfalls. Today, I'm going to show you the 3 pillars that every trader must have in their trading to survive and thrive in the financial markets, so you can join the 10% who succeed and fast track your way to the top 1% of the wealthiest people on this planet. It's called the 10% to 1% club. Let's go. Woo! But before we dive deep into the 3 core pillars, when you step into this arena, on this battlefield, you must first have 2 crucial realizations. Realization number 1, trading is war. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is the hardest thing that you'll ever do in your life. Realization number 2, all traders are money managers. As a trader, your ability to manage money is vital to your survival in this industry and in life as we know it. Most traders think that success in the markets comes from finding the perfect strategy or catching the biggest moves. But the reality is, trading success is built on 3 core pillars. First is money and mindset. This is the foundation of success. Then is risk management. This is the holy grail of trading. This is what will keep you in the game long after everybody else has quit. And lastly, we have trading edge. This is where all traders start. I know this because this is where I started. That's why in today's session, we're going to hone in on your trading edge. Now, everything that we do here is built around one thing, and that is confidence in your trading edge. And I am the Trader Capital. Our confidence comes from 3 things. First, it comes from understanding how the market actually operates. Not what social media says, but how money truly moves. Second is having one trader model. One model with IPDA signatures that we trust and execute on a consistent basis. Third is having a plan and a process, because without a plan and a process, you're just reacting to price and you're winging it each and every time. And this right here, this session, this is where we focus on the 3rd piece, the process. So many people lose confidence in trading and in life because they simply don't have a plan. There's no process they're following. There's no procedures and protocols that they're abiding by. They literally are just winging it. And they wonder why they can't get consistent. They wonder why there's ups and downs in their equity curves. They literally can't figure it out. The uncertainty of not knowing exactly what you're doing, how you're doing it, why and when you're doing it in the market will cause you to fail in trading. Confidence and certainty are key if you want to be successful in trading, and it's your responsibility as the trader, as the analyst, as the fund manager, it's your responsibility to attain that confidence, not only in your model, but also in your processes. So what I want to do right now real quickly is I want to share with you the process that we teach all our analysts at I'm the Trader Capital, and then we'll see that process live in action. This is the 3-step trading process. Step 1, condition. This is where we determine our bias. Before we even think about entering a trade, we need to know the market program. Are we in a buy program or sell program? This is where the market shows its hand. Then we have step 2, stage. This is what sets up your trade and what does your trade look like. There are 2 types of trades, retracement setups and continuation setup. Then we have step 3, execution. This is how you're going to enter, manage, and close the trade. At I'm the Trader Capital, we have 4 entry criteria before executing. I'm not here to force trades. I'm here to execute my plan step by step in real time. All right, let's get into the live trading flow. Now, as you're watching, don't just look for entries. Pay attention to the process behind the entries, because this is what will get you into the 10% of traders who succeed. And if you want to go further to the 1%, well, that's where we break down all 3 pillars inside of the program. I used to think that winning trades built confidence, but it's not the wins. It's knowing exactly what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're doing it, and why you're doing it before, during, and after each trade. And that is what we're building here. Let's begin with our daily trading processes.
Weekly target going into this week is 3%. Mental check-in, feeling generally okay. All right, excited to see what price action has in store for us today. Excited to continue to grow and get 1% better. It's NFP Tuesday. Nothing of note really going on up here to mention. Just same old, just taking it one day at a time, trying to, not rush anything, but I'm trying to get to where I need to go, type thing. But it is. It is what it is. A fight every day, but we digress and we progress. I'm just really focused on the steps that I need to take to get me to the point of where I'm trying to go to. Okay, not trying to focus on the fact that I'm not there already. Okay, I accept any risk that comes with trading today. I understand that trading comes with real risk and that losing is part of the battle. News. All right, it's NFP Tuesday, August 4th. All right, we had high impact news come out at 8:30, medium impact news coming out at 10. We have news today, making it an optimal day to take a trade. Risk going into today, we're at 0.25 of account size, and we have a max of 0.75 per account per day. I'm still debating on, because I taped thread yesterday, didn't take any trades. I'm debating whether I want to continue this week as a tape reading session and then come back next week. I'm still debating. All right, so let's see how today goes. But anyway, weekly program going to this week hasn't been established yet. Well, I don't know actually. We have Monday's range. I'm not sure if one side has been taken. So let's go ahead and review price action overnight to see if we establish a weekly program or not, and then go ahead and adjust our higher time frame ranges, and then proceed with our 3-step trading process. Different day, same procedures, same protocols, same processes that we're doing here. All right, nothing changes for me personally anyway. Let's go on the 1 hour. Let's get okay. So I'm going to start. I'm just gonna have new week opening gap on here and not the other stuff. Monday, the low is here. Why does this feel so wrong? All right, so we've taken Monday's buy side, okay? So we've established a weekly program as a buy program. Now, let me go into the higher time frame. Let's take a look at what's going on in here. Get into the weekly inefficiency here. For volume imbalance, surpass this one. Nothing here on the weekly. I want to see just buy side. On the daily, now if we get body closure here, let me no sync this, just want to see on the daily only. When I come on the daily, we also have this above. $20 day. This high is 0.6250. Get previous day. You're also taking previous day's high. Obviously, that's Monday's high. So if you're using previous day's range to determine your condition, all right, you would be in a buy program coming into today. Already above previous week's high. So the only buy side we have is this buy side here and 20-day high. Cool. On a 4-hour, give an inversion here. I want this to only show, oh, it can stay on a 4-hour, I guess. Draw, and potentially up here. Taking 20-day high. And this is what I don't like about the fib. You know, it extends all the way to the next day and things. It is what it is. Low of this. 0.6. And make the text a bit smaller now. Too big right now. Got our dealing range. Below dealing range, we have previous day's high. We got Asia session sell side. We got lunch session sell side. Previous week's high, and yep, lunch session open range sell side. Ding, 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 ding. We are popping off decent size open range gap today. Better than yesterday, really and truly. It's below price. Okay, so we gapped up. So we have a premium gap up. What it do? What it do? Welcome, welcome. What it do? What it do? Taking dealing range buy side, establishing our condition for the day as a buy program in line with the weekly. Above, what do we have above? We have this 4-hour inefficiency, and we have new-week open range gap on a 4-hour as my drawn liquidity. First is this, and then to that one. But in terms of liquidity, let's see what we got up here. What we got right now? Taking that one. We're taking this right now, which is what? PM session open range buy side. Was taken already here. Long session. Mashing that already. Good morrow, good morrow. I was in my zone there. I wasn't even paying attention here. I was in the zone, man. Nothing for me right here, right now. It's NFP Tuesday. Still debating if I want to just take read, if we want to get in there, like swimwear. Let's see what the market has. If I see something super nice, super clean, that I can mess with, potentially, you know what I mean? Yesterday was a very, very good day. I'm not gonna lie, with some good setups, good continuation setups all the way to the top. We barely got any retracements, really. And if today wants to be a replica of that, who am I to say no? You know what I mean? Okay, taking buy side above it. Need a market structure shift back below. Here, retracement setup. Are we back to taking retracements here? Oh, nah, mate. Where you at? Where you at, mate? Where you at with it? You want to see the willingness to come to open range gap, consequent encroachment. Da 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 ba ba. Anything below 319, 319, above 452, below is all cool. Plus 100, it'll be 452. We get above 452, then we're starting to do bodies here. Okay, delete this because it just don't want to, it just wants to go higher. I don't want to confirm nothing. Next draw on liquidity is up here. And this bad boy just wants to keep going higher, itching higher. Well, it's really up here on the 4-hour inefficiency there. But ultimately, my draw is new week opening gap up here. So it gives me one contract. Definitely over 100 now, though, I would say. 452, yeah, oh, well, right at 100. Is 100 points exactly on the door. That's wild. Delete this for now. Nothing here. See if we take this. I'll be watching this one. Collecting data on the gray lines, all right, on setups on the gray lines, but nothing that I would engage in them, all right. Only high, low, and equilibrium is my level of engagement right now. But obviously, if I collect more data and it makes sense, and if I see it and I'm confident, I'm gonna pull the trigger. So for now, nothing here for me so far. This probably would have been the only thing I would have been interested in, but it's not giving it, and it's going far away. Still within range, but let's see. Definitely over 100 though. There would be bodies for sure. watching this inefficiency in here. See how price behaves in it. Yeah. Was M1? Did I click M1? Okay, I did. Paying attention to the breadth of the candlesticks, how it opens, how it maneuvers, and how it closes, all right? Showing respect for this inefficiency here. Taking this buy side, let's move this. Short-term high. Now a low. Still gives me one contract where we're at right now still, okay? Just confirm this swing low with this candle closure. A bit of a tight movement in here for me though, but I'll watch it. I still would prefer this one. I'm growing not to trust them little tight little candlestick movements with the swings and that. Nah. I prefer it to be big candles, bold candles. Give me that clear market structure shift, that clear read on liquidity. I'm being picky and selective. Seeking precision and excellence, you know? Now it's widening up the gap a little bit. Okay, I like that. I like this. See that respect for this inefficiency here, okay? Respected it, drawn liquidity up here. Cool. Noted. The wick in it. Bang, 950 macro popping off. Now we need a whole new setup. Whole new setup. Watching this inefficiency in here. How we use it to get up here. can kind of delete this because I don't even think it'll give me. Yeah, we can let that one go. I was ready to pull the trigger though, so I must want to trade. I want to get in the market. Yeah. Still respecting it in terms of bodies. Right, we haven't touched constant encroachment of it yet. Is there a gap there? Is there a little gap there? We not see it. Let's go for it. Up here, bullseye up here. Everything right now saying buy, buy, buy. Weekly, buy, daily, buy. Until we come down here and take dealing range sell side. All right, our daily is going to be in a buy condition. Just like the weekly, till we come down here and take Monday's low, our weekly is going to be in a buy condition. If this, then that. If this happens, then I'm expecting this, or I'm anticipating this. But if that doesn't happen, obviously that's still giving me more information. Less than 5 minutes until open range is complete. This one really is not really laying on top of a quadrant level, but this candle is though. But does that mean, right? Does that mean that's still a laying on top of it? Or would it be this or OB we'll be looking at? Still respecting this. Not like yesterday, we got a complete closure above it. Well, yesterday we wicked it in the low. At this point, I'll be waiting until post opening range. Right around the corner. Yep, boom. Let's see that though. It's right around the corner. So I have to wait for the next 1 minute candle to close, right? Because I want to encapsulate that at that 10 o'clock candle. Open range complete. See what the next 10 minutes brings. Still respecting this inefficiency here, so still doing his job. Still doing his job. Try to take open range buy side. Dancing around it though. For 5 more minutes to give me something I can engage in. If not, we wait till 10:30. Taking open range buy side. Not confirmed yet until this current candle closes. I'm going to see how price behaves in here to support it up here. Oi, my buttocks. I'm going to delete these. I don't know if I'm going to need them for the whole day. Let's see how they behave for the morning though. Going into PM, lunch and PM, I'm not going to need them. Dos minutos. Smashing that. Not bad, isn't it? If we go take that buy side on this candle, then we can continue to take the market structure shift outside of the macro. Then I'll be interested. But if none of that happens, sitting on my hands and I'm waiting until 10:30. I need this one candle here to take either side. And then it can complete the other side after the macro is done. But if it doesn't do that, we'll just be watching. We'll be spectating here. Can it do it in 10 seconds? Can it do it? Find out on the next episode. Nah, it can't do that. Look at that. Ain't gonna do jack shit. Cool. Nothing for me to do. Just gonna watch this price. Wait patiently until 10:30 to see if we get another opportunity. But if not, I see you. Data being banked. Banking the data. See what the macro has started. Let's see if it finishes outside. I'll watch it though. Now let go of this one now. The 1 minute feels so slow nowadays. I don't know what's going on. It feels so slow to me. Which I'm not complaining. It's a good thing. But it just feels so slow these days. You know what I mean? It just feels so slow. Like it's moving in slow motion. We watching that. We watching that. Like slow motion, like a turtle, slow and steady wins the race. That's how I feel right now in this 1 minute. Da 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 da. So slow. So slow. I'll be watching this retracement up if we get a market structure shift down here. We will watch it in real time. Two contratos, that means -1. That's all we need. Nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing yet, nothing for me here. All right, let's see. Not something currently I will engage in, but I'm watching, right? Okay, so it's confirmed. We're watching it now. See if it gives us -1. Top would be up here, -1 right here. So let's see. I'm going to delete this just because it's making it look messy, but we know the -1's below this swing low here. So showing respect for this though. Now that we would be entered into this trade, right, tagged in, I would want to see price close below this inefficiency. Use it as an inversion to continue lower. I want to see a closure below. That's what I'm looking for, a closure below that inefficiency here. With the body. Tell me with the body, because the body does all the talking, tells the story. The wicks just do the damages, right? They do the damages, but the body will tell you all about the price. For this current trade we're watching, I wouldn't like this. About to close in 2 seconds. Yeah, closed at critical encroachment. Yeah. But at least now we're getting bodies closure inside of that inefficiency. Okay, I'm still waiting for one to close outside of it down here. So far, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's good, but it's okay. Let's put this here. Let's set this up to how we would have it. Up here, exit -1. Yeah. No. Don't like that. Still haven't got anything to tell me that I'm on side. So far, it's still, yeah. We're respecting the critical encroachment of this inefficiency. Way too much for my liking right now. Way too much. For my back testing anyway, from the data that I currently have, I prefer for at least one of the buy sides, right, to be taken inside of the macro, and then the other side can be outside. Preferably, I want them both to be taken inside of the macro, but as long as one is taken inside of the macro and the other one is taken outside, it's fair enough. Right here, this is both being taken outside of the macro. That's what we're watching right now. Both, we took the short-term high up here outside of the macro at what, 10.12. We took market structure shift down here at 10.19. So that's what we're watching right now. The macro started it, okay, but it completed outside of the macro, right? So far, my data hasn't been like, yeah, those are solid setups. So we're watching it and we're seeing what happens. Right now, nothing I would put risk behind. Which do the damages, right? But the bodies are still respecting this inefficiency. Principal encroachment is like what, 503. What was the close of this candle here? Close. 503.25. 503. Yeah, close below it, right? Just for like 1 second, one tiny tick. Right now, I wouldn't be feeling good about this trade. I definitely wouldn't want this to come in and then close back above it. I wouldn't want to see that. Certainly not. Still waiting for the body closure below. Still waiting for the body closure below. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and the fat lady ain't singing till we get up here. Let's see how this candle closes. Ooh, still not good. You see, still, yeah. I would not be feeling this trade. If I was in it right now, I would not be like, I wouldn't be sitting pretty. I would say that for sure. Because too much respect, man. The body is just telling me that, hey, I don't want to go any lower. Yeah, the wick can go lower, step outside, right? Do the damages, you know. But the bodies, right? They always come home. Yeah. How many attempts to get a body closure and we didn't get it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And there would be what my data so far has been suggesting to me, right? This is exactly what my data has been suggesting to me. This will be a fat ass L. The fat lady ain't sing yet, but she close to the end of the show. She about to. I got a new mic, so let me know how the mic sounds. Let me know how it sounds. Is it good? Is it better than before? You know, like what? We left our ghetto mic. It's been with us for a long time, this ghetto mic, right? I've been with this ghetto mic for a minute. Since I started this, actually, this is what I've been using. And this time has come. Ghetto mic time. The bottom is even like all crooked and shit. It doesn't even stand up. We just been through a lot, me and this mic. But like all good things, they must come to an end. Just like this trade. It ain't done yet, though. It ain't done yet. That's definitely not good. This is definitely not a good sign here. We're about to get smashed out. He's about to whack us out of this bitch. Definitely not a good sign. It also left an inefficiency here that should support price higher. At this point here in time, potentially on this candle here, that's my time to either reduce risk or close the trade. Closing the trade, I'm still not there yet. I'm still not there. Still don't have the experience to close the trade. So I probably would reduce risk, and on a 1 contract trade like this, or it's 2 contracts actually. Yeah, I would have took one off here on this candle closure, and then I'll leave the rest to get taken out at full risk. Because that's what's coming. That's what's coming. Yep, there it is. And this is exactly what my data has been saying. So this is just more of confirmation. If it completes outside, so far right now, we're sitting out, okay? Until the data starts to suggest otherwise, I'm sitting out, okay? So this was just a perfect example of why I'll be sitting out, okay? Just more confirmation as to why I want to see it complete inside of the macro, right? We can at least take one inside of the macro. I'm good with that. That is like a 60-40 right now. I'm good with that, and I'll put risk behind that. But both of them outside, yeah, mate. You won't catch me with that. Less than 2 minutes until first hour of trading is behind us. And we'll see if we get an opportunity to partake in anything here. So far, what I'm paying attention to is the PD arrays that are forming on the horizontal lines. They're showing me what ICT said they do. They're doing it from here. Came back into it inside of the macro, even at 10 o'clock, came back into it, respected it right here, knowing that there was a drawn liquidity up here, from here to up here, potential, right? Something to pay attention to. Right now, nothing that I would engage in. But just still watching the price action, paying attention to it, you know, later on, right? When we gather more data, build more experience, these will be setups that I'll just jump in real quick and just, you know, like a little $100 on the floor. I'll just pick it up and keep it pushing, you know? Pick it up, ooh, 100, pick it up, ooh, another one, pick it up. Thank you very much, you know? I'll take about 5 of those a day. For now, I'm not greedy. I'll take 2 even. For now, we'll start with 2. Give me 2. Give me 10. Give me 10. All right, give me 10. Yeah. First hour of trading. Market just like it just shot up, man. It's just since yesterday. Straight up movement, straight up movement. We have been tanking for a minute though, so it took a while to come down, but the coming up is fast as hell, mate. Less candles to come down than to go up. Crazy stuff. Again, you know I'm seeing you, I'm seeing you. Oh, we've come into that 4-hour inefficiency there. Let's see how we behave here. Might see a local retracement back into this new week opening gap, then potential continuation to this one here and taking 20-day high. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Doesn't mean it's going to happen though. $10.30. See how price behaves in here now. We can snag this. We can snag that. Because there's something that I would not be interested in. You up here. Got 30 more seconds on this swing high here. Ain't been confirmed yet. Oh, me abs. I can feel it when I yawn, you know. Ooh! I hope they're coming in. Said what she said. Be there, be square. Patiently waiting. That's pretty much what trading is. You're just really just sitting still for majority of the time, really. Until you see your setup, there's nothing for you to do, right? There's no need to be in all these little fluctuations, all these movements. Sniper school, you know, just wait for your target to come into the cross arrows and then poop, 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 poop. Sniper, sniper. Sniper. If we take this short-term low and then come and cause a market structure shift here, that will give me a continuation setup. I would obviously require body closure because we're in a premium, right? We're in premium. From opening range, look where we're at. We're in deep premium. So I'll be buying in the premium, which is not ideal, right? Doesn't mean you can't do it, because yesterday that's all we were doing. We were buying in premiums because price obviously has somewhere to go and it didn't want to retrace into a discount, right? Okay. Uno, dos here will meet criteria. It's usually 99, where that's where -1 is at. What did I say? What did I say? Is less than 100 points, so that's fine. We're looking at 1625, so it should be 1. Oh, I'm still collecting data on if it's body closure or just the wick is still fine. Right now, I would prefer body closure, but I'm seeing that sometimes the wick does the job. We don't really need or require body closure. Oh, mate, it just did that. It wicked it though, so nothing for me to do. It wicked it. We ain't confirmed this swing low yet. Like I said, I would require body. Give me the body. A body. Boricua. Bonena. If I was in it, right? If I was tagged, if I was, just using the wick, I would be in there. Stop would be here. Wouldn't be looking nice right now. I wouldn't mind this retracement here. Just because of that wick up there, right? Let's get rid of this. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. 2 contratos, he gives it to me. No hesitation. No fear. Just let it do its thing. What are we looking at? We're looking at 625. So can I adjust that? I don't want to modify quantity. I want to modify the level, mate. 625 right there. All I need. I want to see a body closure below this inefficiency. All right, same thing that I was looking for here. All right, I'm looking for it here. Move this to the side here. Because if we get taken out, I would be interested in a continuation. So far, not looking good for me. Don't want to see price respect that. I want to actually see it disrespect it. I want to see a disrespect of this inefficiency here. So far, not looking good for me. Bodies are telling me right now that I could potentially be offside. We want to see price remain in the lower end of this range here. Let me see which account this is. 100K, right? It's 100K, right? Yeah. No bueno. Nothing I can do. Once you enter the market, right, it's out of your hands. It's in the model, the market, and the trade management's hands. Right now, I'm just paying attention to the candlesticks. Not seeing what I want to see, but it's not a complete like, yeah, close this trade yet. Anyway, once we get some body closures above the 50% range, then we'll we'll be like, okay, we're completely in the wrong here. Not completely, but we could potentially be leading to being offside. I don't like this price action I'm seeing here. It's not in favor of my current trade, which is a retracement trade going against my daily condition, which is fair, right? We understand the risk that we take when we take retracement setups. Still no body closure above 50% so far. Let's see how this one closes. This one wants to be a rebel. We have a rebel on our hands here. I'm watching this wick though, right? I'm watching that wick. I want to see price stay below 50% of this wick here, which is where my 0.75 of the range is at. So as long as we stay below that, I'm not great, but I'm okay, you know? We're above 50% of that range now. 0.75, last line. I don't want to see a body closure above it. We can wick to it, right? But body closures, we not want to see that. Am I going to make it to 1050 macro in this trade? Let's see. Let's see. We got what, 3 minutes? 3 minutes. Are we going to make it to see 1050 mac in this trade? Find out. Two minutes. See what 1050 macro brings us. We've got less than a minute here. Still staying below the 50% of this wick here. It's not great, right? But so far, nothing to the warning side, right? We're itching close to warning, 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 you're offside, warning, warning. But we haven't got there yet. Here comes 1050. Probably going to take us to warning, warning. You're offside. You're not selling it. Came close to it, but we didn't quite touch it there. The 50% of that range was that. Is that 5? Let's say 563. I believe that's 563. That's the high of this. 562. $10.50 macro. Still want to see a closure below, at least mean consequent encroachment of this inefficiency. Let's see if we can get that during 10.50 macro here. I want to see like this inefficiency. I want price to behave like it doesn't even exist, like it's not even there. You know what I mean? Right now is recognizing it. I don't like that. But let's see. Don't like this at all, mate. I would love to see this get taken and then the market structure shift back below. I think would be good for my trade. So far, mad respect for this inefficiency here, which doesn't bode well for my setup right now. It's the high 55575. Yep, it's higher. It's in high there. NFP Tuesday. What I don't want to see is we take this short-term low and then displace and take a market structure shift back above here. Especially during this macro, I don't want to see that. That is not what I want to see. Been in this trade for how long? We're in this trade probably like here, let's say 1040. It's now 15 minutes plus. Yeah, it's a local short-term high here. Let's get that market structure shift below. Let me see though. Let me confirm. High 55025, 55050. Yeah, definitely takes it. Market structure shift in here. Okay, I'm watching this low one here. I'm watching this low one here. Let's get the closures though. Don't care about that. I just want to see the closures in here in this inefficiency. Still not closing. Still not closing. Don't want to see this high go. First body closure inside since we've been in this trade. First body closure inside since we've been in this trade. I want to see more. I want to see more. Let's get below consequent encroachment. Okay. Because this is still nothing in favor of my trade. Okay. This is still nothing in favor of my trade. Market structure shift up here, then it's like, boy, the fat lady gonna sing on me. It's like, boy, the fat lady gonna sing on me. We taking this bitch to the opera. Let's sing a tune. Okay. We close. Is it? Oh, let's see. What's the close here? 524, 524.50. 524.50. We close at consequent encroachment. At it, not below it. I don't want to see this candle, current candle, close above this inefficiency. Okay. I want to see the continuation to the downside. Now, if this candle closes above it, it depend on how the next one behaves. If we get that market structure shift up here, definitely a warning sign, okay, for me that, yeah, potentially I'm offside here. What you want to do? What you want to do? It's looking like it's going to close outside of it. Okay, now it's all depend on this next candle. All lying on this candle right here and how it behaves. Right now, it's not looking good for me. Right? Just confirm the continuation buy setup here. Okay, so potentially I'm offside and I'm missing the trade of the morning for me. It's okay. It'll be a good learning experience and good data. So we're going to watch this continuation setup here while we're still in our trade. Okay, so actually I would be requiring a body closure. So let's see if we get a body closure. Let's see if we get a body closure. That would be the nail in the coffin for me. That would be like, yeah, 6 feet under for me. We're gone. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Don't mean we ain't gonna get it though. Too much respect for this. Yeah. This one is gonna do it, innit? It's gonna do it. Low. That one's gonna do it, ain't it? It's gonna crush me. All contracts it was giving me, what? That would have been a sweet setup. No body closure yet. No body closure yet. No body closure yet. I'm still watching it without requiring the body closure. Okay, I'm still paying attention to that without that. But right now, I would require a body closure before I enter the market. We're still on that data. We're still collecting it. This is definitely not good for me. Body closure here, definitely not what I want to see. Yep, fat lady singing. She started to sing from down here. She started to close the show from down there, but it ain't over till she actually finishes the song. Okay, it's permissible for wick. It's permissible. I will allow the wick. I will allow wick. Body closures, yeah, no. they're just teasing with me now. But anyway, we've got body closure above this now. That was going to come down and tag us in, but let's see. It would have confirmed the continuation setup for me with this body closure, okay? But whether it will tag me in or not, that's a different story. We're about to smash my stop loss right now. Fat lady about to sing on me. So if I wasn't requiring a body closure, I would be in it on this candle here, and we'll still watch it, all right? Because I'm still collecting data whether I require the body closure or not. Four contracts, so 2 would be coming off at -1, 1 here, 3, and then -2 would be our terminus on that trade. So we're watching that. We're about to get smashed out here. That's okay. That's fine. It was a retracement setup. That's fair. That's fair. Fair loss. Fair trade. Fair loss. All right. -1. Also the time as well. Paying attention. It was a retracement and the time wasn't right. Potentially, maybe I want to retrace during the macro. Maybe that's for later on. Anyway, -1 here. Let's see. Stop will remain on that continuation setup we're watching here. Still no body closure though. It wasn't a body closure. Body closure wouldn't have got us an entry. Okay, so taking note of that. Close this. Let's get my, I don't know why it deletes. Let's get a screenshot of my L. Let's see how much we lost on that. Like 2 something in it. Yep, 231. Whew, that's a steep loss. That's a steep loss. It's okay though. 231 on that. Let me go ahead and delete this. I'm going to delete this for a second while I get that screenshot. And then we'll bring it back. We'll also bring this back. This right here, my trade of the morning. Cool. Coolio. Ooh. We'll talk about it in a second. Give me a second. We'll talk about it in a second. I kind of wanted to say more, but I didn't know what I wanted to say, and I didn't want to spend too long on this, so I just keep it short, simple, and sweet. Keep it pushing. On to the next. Unlucky for you. It's okay. You'll be back. We'll come back for them. Maybe inside of the macro, I don't need to be so strict, right? Because it's a macro. But let's see, right? Here I would require, because we're outside the macro, body closure. Didn't give it to me, would have avoided that. Inside the macro, I don't require body closure. Body closure wouldn't give me an entry anyway. So I don't know. It's something for now, right? It's something for now. Requiring something different inside of macro to outside of the macro, that's fair, right? That's fair because it's not same price action. So I was looking for a continuation setup here, okay, but I was requiring a body closure. It didn't give it to me. We took buy side above external liquidity here. Market structure shift back below. Retracement setup confirmed. I engaged it. Okay, wanted to see price stay below 50% of this wick here and also below my 0.75, which it did, right? Which it did until we got to this point. So this candle right here, this setup here was my first one inside the upside. And then when this candle closed, let's get back here. Let me delete this for now. This was the range. This is 564.25. The high close of this 564. It closed below it, actually. This one closed below it, but let's see for the wick. Yeah, body closure above 50% of that wick here. Okay, that suggested, yeah, price wants to continue higher for, in terms of, you know, reading this wick and the body closures. The bodies tell the story, right? Here we stayed below it, which is fair. Here we closed above it. So this candle, regardless, was my sign, right, to say, this initially was the warning sign. This was the, yeah, you're done, mate. You're done, mate. Close something. Here, warning, fair. Here, take one off, right? Take one off and leave the rest, right? I could have took one off here and left the rest. Probably would have saved me about $30 or something. Not much, but hey, in the grand scheme of things, I still wouldn't have taken a full stop out that I just did, right? So that's data, right? That's data. This right here. With this, right? This and this, yeah, you're done, mate. You're done. You're done. You're not celibate. Focusing on my daily condition though, this would have been my setup. Obviously, I couldn't get in because I was already in a sell. Okay. So, lesson learned. I've been saying I'll focus on one side of the market. I haven't been doing that. I've been breaking that. Last week I broke that. This week I'm breaking that. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say for myself. I got nothing to say for myself. All right, negative 1.5. All right, stop would be at 50% right here. And we'll be waiting to see if terminus gets hit. Even though I took a loss today, I'm still happy and pleased I was able to identify my setup of the morning. Okay, even though I wasn't in it, I'm happy that I identified it, watched it. It gave me 2 partials, allowed me to reduce my risk, and I have 1 left in there. So let's see how it plays out. This would have been a very good trade too. It would have been it gave me 4 contracts. Can you believe that? I haven't seen 4 contracts on this 1 minute since I got back on the 1 minute. That would have been nice. That would have been nice to be part of, but it's okay. We'll get them next time. But anyway, yeah, would have took 3 would be off already, all right, and stop would be reduced to half, and we're waiting for -2, see if it gets hit. So macro today, what I'm taking out of today is that during the macros, right, I don't require, even if I'm buying in a premium, I don't require body closure. Wick is okay, because based on this data here, body closure would have been this candle, and obviously it wouldn't have come back and given me an entry. So this is what I'll be collecting data on moving forward. Macros don't require body closure if I'm buying in a premium or selling in a discount. Obviously, outside of the macros, I do want to see a body closure. So right now, okay, because definitely would have avoided this one here, because this stop would have been here and it would have come and taken me out. Okay, so outside of the macro, I require body closure. Outside of the macro retracement setups, question mark, question mark, question mark, right? I'll need to go back into price and see if that's relevant or if it makes any sense to do that. Yeah. But price was just showing too much respect for this inefficiency. That should have been my first sign. I should have required maybe a body closure below this inefficiency before, engaging in the market. Okay, so that's something for me to also pay attention to, right? The respect of this inefficiency here was just way too much. Even when we came back into it, we closed at mean threshold, consequent encroachment, sorry. And then the next candle just straight away shot back and closed back up outside of it. Okay, that was it saying, yeah, I don't want to go any lower in this inefficiency. I'm having too much. There we go. Final terminus on our trade of the morning here. Oh, mate. It kind of stings a little bit, but it doesn't. But it stings because I did it to myself, right? It's all self-inflicted. There's nobody to blame but myself, okay? I did tell myself I'm going to just stick to one side of the market. I haven't been doing that. I've been going against that. And every time I go against that, it's a loss, okay? So it's just, I'm not feeling enough pain, right, for me to change my behavior, all right? So there's something going on that's causing me to continually keep making this same mistake. And I need to just dig deeper into myself to find out what it could be that's causing me to step outside of something that I said I wasn't going to do, right? Doing something that I said I wasn't going to do. I need to figure out in myself what's making me do that, right? Because it's not these candlesticks, it's not the market, it's me. It's something within me that's making me not follow what I said I'm going to do, right? So, and it's probably external factors, right, coming into play here. All right, so but solid setup regardless. All right, still happy. I'm still pleased with my performance today. We can do a trade performance review because we're done with our session here anyway. But anyway, back to this setup here. Moving forward, right? If I have a prominent inefficiency that's lying on a quadrant level, what quadrant level is? Oh, it will be this, right? It wouldn't be the current quadrant level, but it'll be based on this high here from previous quadrant level. And we don't have a body closure, right? I would have required this to take that and then close outside of it. That would have added more confluence to the setup here, this retracement setup, okay? But the fact that price was still respecting this inefficiency, right, should have been the telltale sign that, hey, it doesn't want to retrace any lower, all right? It just wants to continue higher and higher and higher, okay? So first telltale sign there, okay? Next phase for me is paying attention to the candlesticks, right? Not just entering the setup because the setup is confirmed, but hey, are the characteristics even beforehand, before I enter the trade, they're telling me that, hey, I'm potentially, this is the setup that I need to be in, okay? It might be requiring too much, okay? I'll let the data suggest that, but just based on what I'm looking at in this current setup that I took, right? That's just what I can see, okay? So just waiting for the macro, sticking to my one side. This was it for me, right? This would have been my setup, my trade, my morning session done, okay? But it's okay. It's all right. We live and we learn. That's what it's all about. What I did well today, though, is that I showed up, all right? I got 1% better. I gained experience and learned lessons that I'll take into my next trading day, next trading session, all right? Collected more data in terms of what I'm looking for in price, right? In terms of what in sticking to what I'm going to do, right? Price is just showing me that, hey, you say you're going to do this, so stick to it. And if you don't stick to it, this is what's going to happen to you, right? And until I learned that lesson, right, this is what's going to keep happening, right? It's me. It's me. It's the trader. It's the trader. It's not the analyst. It's the trader. It's me, all right? And that's something that I have to deal with. I have to reflect on to see what exactly caused me to do that, right? Yeah. So that's why I say I did well today. Where I fell short today, I woke up by a decent hour, got my morning routine in. So in terms of that, no falling short. Chart wise, all right, I did fall short. Okay. Next draw on liquidity, like I said, on the 4 hour here, I'm targeting new week opening gap up here. All right, and we have 20-day high above it as well. So that's my next draw on the higher time frame, and I'm watching how price gravitate towards that right now. Okay, that's the draw. We'll leave it at that. Targeting up here. All right, that's my draw on liquidity to 20-day high. All right, let's see how price gets there. So the past 2 days, price hasn't really been retracing into a discount to give us the optimal buying opportunity, right? It's been just retracing into a premium and then buying off, okay? Which there's nothing wrong with it, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Perfectly good setup, still continuation setup, okay? Macro so far. I'm on where I'm falling short. All right. Chart wise, I'll say not sticking to one side of the market, right? I said I'm gonna watch the retracement setups and collect more data on the retracement setup, And yet again, I came into today and I took a retracement setup and took a loss. Whoop-de-whoop. Was I expecting anything different? Probably not. It is what it is. You live and you learn. Yeah. And also, yeah, I would say that's where I fell short, right? Not being on one side of the market. If I was focused on just the one side, right? Even if I just watched this trade, right, just tipped Reddit and waited for the macro, and obviously this came, I definitely would have engaged in this continuation setup, right? It would have did what it needed to do right there, right? 4 contracts, 2 of a negative one, and it's still going, right? It's still giving me more than what I asked for, really and truly. But I would have been done right here, and that would be my morning. Okay, I'm not mad. It stings a little bit. Okay, I know better. All right, I need to do better. So it is what it is. I can only hope to do better for the next day, next trading session. Okay, so I'll say chart wise today, that's why I fall short, not sticking to what I said I was going to do in terms of just being on one side of the market. Okay, it's just because based on my back testing, I'm like, okay, I'm fine to step into the retracement realm because I kind of have some. Actually, I'm not fine because I haven't collected enough data walking forward. Actually, so yeah, scratch that. What are you talking about? I'm just making excuses right now. So scratch that. You're wrong, right? You're wrong for doing what you did today, and that's okay. We move and we progress. Okay, I'm still collecting data on retracement setups and what's the best in terms of what I need to do for retracement setups. So I'm not trading retracement setups. Next time anybody sees me taking a retracement setup, just smack me on the head, bro. Be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Remember, we're not taking retracement setups. We're sticking to continuations. All right, and we're watching the retracements. We're watching the retracements. We're watching the retracements and we're sticking to our condition, our continuation setups. Okay. Tomorrow, first thing I'm gonna say when I pop the charts open is I'm here to stick to my condition. All right. I'm trading on the side of my condition. That's it and that's all. Until proven otherwise, right? Until proven otherwise, I'm sticking with my condition, right? But anyway, how can I improve for next day, next trading session? Is keep showing up, right? Keep seeking excellence in everything that I do. I don't let short-term adversity, losses, series of losses, mistakes that I'm consistently making, which is not good. I don't want to consistently be making the same mistake. Like every week so far, I've made that same mistake once in that weekend. Yeah. Anyway, don't let short-term adversity, losses, series of losses deter me, distract me from if I go going. Don't keep making, hey, welcome, Lion Brave. Thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome to the fam, Lion. I just got a notification that somebody followed us on here. Welcome to the fam, Lion. I think that was the name. Lion Brave NQ. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the fam. But yeah, don't let mistakes that I'm constantly doing affect me in terms of what I'm doing. What it do. Yeah, keep showing up, right? Keep sticking to my model, my procedures and protocols, and keep taking small steps in the right direction. Eventually, we'll get to our destination. Okay, we don't need to be there today. We don't need to be there tomorrow. It's just about getting 1% better each and every day for me here, okay? And just by being here and making my mistake today, I feel like I'm 1% better already. And being able to identify my model and what I was looking for in the price today and watch it do exactly what it's supposed to do, I'm happy about that. All right, that will be the highlight of my morning session, regardless of my mistake. Yes, I made a mistake. I'm gonna learn. I'm trying to not make the same mistake tomorrow. Okay, for the remainder of the week, learn from it and just stick to what I say I'm gonna do. But I'm still happy that I was able to identify my model, my setup, and watch it do what it's doing, and it's still going. Okay, so that's on the bright side, right? We look on the bright side. Always positivity here, all right? We don't talk negative to ourselves here, right? Even if we make mistakes, we're human, and as long as we're in this flesh, we're gonna sin and we're gonna make mistakes. It's about learning from the mistakes and not consistently making the same mistake. Which there's been a pattern I've been doing, all right? I hold my hand up for it. This is like the 3rd week. I said I'm gonna stick to one side of the market. I've taken the other side, and it's been a loss. Like, how many times do I need to do the same mistake that's gonna cost me and not learn, right? That's human nature though, you know? Bruv, it's hard. But anyway, yeah, keep analyzing the data, I got a lot out of today's price action, not gonna lie. Like, I feel like my read on price, and especially specifically what Michael has been teaching this year, is just it's just boosted everything that I know already, and it's just taking me to the next level. We're just trying to implement small things that I get from what he's saying into what I'm doing, and it's helped out a lot, right? Specifically knowing that this inefficiency, once we wasn't getting a body closure below principal encroachment, that's just like, yo, price is just mad respect for this inefficiency here. It doesn't want to go any lower than this inefficiency, right? The wicks are allowed to do the damages, but the bodies are staying in the upper portion, and that's signs of bullishness, all right? That price wants to continue higher. That's exactly what we got here. Look at this bit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Stop playing. We'd be at break even right now. Or -2, yeah, it would be at break even. And whatever's left is just bonus, you know, just bonus. Nice. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, baby girl. We'll get up next time. But anyway, that's it from us here. I'm the Trader Capital. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. Lion Brave, welcome to the fam. All right. We're happy to have you here. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's session. It's NFP, baby. All right. We'll be back kicking off 9:15 tomorrow. All right. Let's wrap this up. Solid morning. Solid morning. Solid morning. Made a mistake, but still a solid morning regardless, okay? We'll take it for what it is, and we'll keep it pushing. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Let's wrap this bitch up. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. There was a time that I would finish a trading session and still feel lost. Even on days I made money, I didn't really know why it worked. And on losing days, I had no system to fall back on. That's the difference between guessing and having a real edge. And here's the truth. Most traders only focus on entries, but consistency comes from the system behind the entry. So if you've been watching and thinking this makes sense, but I don't have the full system yet, that's exactly why I created the 10% to 1% club. That's where we go deeper into all three pillars: the full model, the risk management system, the money and mindset principles needed to join the 1% club, and the exact process to follow daily. If you're serious about becoming consistent, that is your next step. I used to think the goal was to win more trades, but the real become the type of trader who can perform no matter the outcome. Because once you have that, the results will follow. That's all for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next AM session, kicking off at 9:15 a.m. Kickoff once again at 9:15 a.m. To be on time is to be late, okay? So make sure you show up early. As always, I'm the trader here, signing out. Good luck, good trading, happy bloody hunting. Remember, you only fail when you quit.